Good morning, good evening, good night from wherever you are watching us. Welcome again to this new tutorial where we are going to be learning how to post a job on Facebook. To do this, you will need to log into your Facebook page, and then on the left hand side, you'll notice you have your feeds, and then you have your groups, and then you have the marketplace, and this is what we are going to be using to post our job. But again, at the top here, you notice we have friends, then you have watch, you have marketplace still available here, and then we have the gaming. So we can use either at the top here, the marketplace, or we can use the one on the left hand side. So how now do we post that job? To post the job on Facebook, you're going to click on marketplace, and you notice it takes us to the pics of the day, which are actually set depending on your location. You notice like this one is in Nakuru, which is around 65 kilometers maybe of the radius. So you notice we have the phones here, we have the motorcycle. So these are the pics that have been selected for me from my location, and I'm going to be showing you how to change the location for the jobs that you will be posting. So for the marketplace, you can either browse all, you can manage your notifications, you can also check your inbox, you can buy, or you can sell. So to sell, I'll need to create a new listing. But again, if I want to change the pics here, I can adjust my filters here. You notice it is within 65 kilometers. If I click on that filter, I can adjust it here, the radius. Instead of 65 maybe, I can choose 1 kilometer. I can choose up to 500 kilometers. That is how I can now change the location of the pics. But now I want to create a new listing. So I'll click on create new listing, and then here under choose listing type, I can choose either an item for sale, a vehicle for sale, or property for sale or rent. Because I want to post a job, I'll put item for sale. I'll click on that, and so here on this side, now I can start creating my item. So for the job that I want to post, I can add photos that are relevant to that job here. For instance, let's say I want to post a job about a veterinary doctor, or maybe a vet for a dog. Maybe they search a job. So I'll click on add photos here. Then I'll select a photo here for the vet dog or any other relevant photo. And remember, you can create these photos again on Canva. And in this YouTube channel, we have other videos that relate to how to use the Canva. So you notice now our vet picture here has been added. So you can choose a picture that is relevant to your job. And here, next you give the title. So I'm going to give the title here, vet job vacancy, vet job vacancy. Then how much am I paying for the price? Then I'll put 20,000. In which category is my job? Then on the drop down menu, I'll either choose, is it tools, furniture, household, garden, appliances. You may notice some of these may not apply for some of the services. But now I'll choose for mine for pet supplies. And then the condition, some may not apply again depending on the job. Like here you notice it's like, new, used, and all of that. So for this one, it may not apply to my job. Then pet type, I'll just write dog. And then brand dog, pet size, I'll just put NA. Even the pet type here, I'll put NA. Then dimensions, I'll put NA. And then for the description here, this is now where I give the description about my job. So I can do that manually, but you can also use ChatGPT to get a description for a vet. So I'll go to ChatGPT, and then down here, I'll give the prompt, generate a vet job advert. Then I'll click on send. And so it will generate for me the advert details. So you notice here we have our details here, veterinary surgeon, company given there. Then we have all these details. So if I'm satisfied with it, I'll just copy that And then I'll open our document and I'll paste it there so that I'm now able to edit it. So here the job title, veterinary surgeon. Let me just change that to be a veterinary doctor. The name, company name, I'll call it Lanet Vet Services Clinic. And then I can now change all the other details there. Then I'll again copy my text. I can read all of it and adjust it. Then once I copy it, I'll come back to my job post, and then I'll now post the description there. So notice now our description is already there. And then I can come to the listing, availability, I'll select any, and then product tags, I'll give it job, then I'll give it vet. I can also use vacancy, so I'll leave those tags like that. Then we have the limit for this one will be 20. Then we have other things that are optional here. And then the location here, we can now change the location here. For instance, I want it in Nairobi West, Nairobi City, so I'll select Nairobi City. And then meetup preferences, public meeting, door pickup, door to door. So I can select any here, public meetup. And then I can hide this job post from friends, such that now my friends will not be able to see the job post I created. And for some reason, you may decide to put such jobs private from your friends. So if now I'm satisfied with my details up here, I'll now click on Save Draft. But if I want to move on to the next step, I'll click on Next. So you now notice that on this side, we can now see our vet job vacancy for 20,000. Then the pet type, all these ones were unapplicable, were not applicable. Then we can just scroll down to get all the details. And if we now notice that there's something we left out, for instance, we didn't put in the details on how the person who would want the job can contact us. We simply go back here, we click on previous, and then we can now put the details that we would want. Maybe we can add them under job description. We simply add there, contact us. Then we can put the phone number there. And then if we are not satisfied, we again click on next. And now to post the job, we simply click on publish, and that job will now be posted, and people will be able now to come here and then read the job description, see our contact, and then they'll be able to get this job. Another thing you can also do with this is that you can list in your groups this job that we posted. You can see the groups that are suggested, where I can list up to 20 groups. So notice here, I can list in Eldoret Biggest Black Market. I can list that in Kapsabet Genuine Black Market, cheapcars.com. I can post in all these, including Jumia and all these. So now if I select on any group, if I'm not a member, I'll first join the group. Then once I list, my job will appear in those groups also. And so I increase chances of getting the right candidate for my job. So in this case, I won't click on publish, but that is how you do that. I hope this has been helpful. Kindly like this video, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.